My name is Georgia Anne Muldrow, aka Miss One, but this time Miss One is on the back burner right now because I'm doing a produced record with another producer besides my ancestral orchestra. It's the ancestral vocal orchestra, so it's like a different, it's a different tenant, The reason why I was inspired to sing about seeds and the children and our future is because I saw a documentary called The World According to Monsanto. I knew about Monsanto's, this company. It's like, I wouldn't even call it a corporation because it moves more like a cartel. So it's like an international, like, vegetable cartel, basically, that creates plants that don't recreate themselves. And in an age where it's becoming so imperative that we create and recreate ourselves, it's imperative that we reinvent ourselves at this time. It's a very cosmic time. And if we're eating food that does not recreate itself, it makes it much more of a difficult challenge to recreate ourselves because we are what we eat. A lot of us look over the promises that are given to us right now, which is the greatest promise that God, the Lord, Yahweh, whatever you would like to call it, is giving us is you plant a seed and it will grow. That is a promise. You don't have to worry. Like, we talking about getting to heaven, but like, dude, you plant a seed, it grows. You talk to a plant, it gives you oxygen. You breathe in, you breathe out. These things are real, Water does not die. These are promises, So when there are people who have a vested interest with toying with people's God gene and toying with people's propensity to be immortal, in dealing with immortal things like water and the earth and growth and cycles of growth and death, you know what I'm saying? And we're coming into an awareness now that people know that it's all, people unifying and everything, even in the midst of all the chemicals that we don't even know what we breathe in, you know what I mean? For somebody to come through and be like, I want to toy with the promise. I want to toy with the Creator's promise to every living being, good or bad. If you're a bad person, the seed will still grow. You can plant it and it will grow. You know what I'm saying? And we're meant to contemplate the full cycle as a metaphor. That's supposed to be our Bible. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it back one step and start reading the scroll of life, reading the scrolls of organic life, and protecting these scrolls, because now they're beginning to manipulate these scrolls that have been unbroken for so long, And now we're living in an age where people, the whole thing about Monsanto, their whole mission statement is not to lose a single dollar. And that's why it's gotten this bad, because they do not want to lose a dollar. So they need a diss record. Calabash, don't envy water judge. Machete, don't envy butter knife. Well, we ain't gonna get there by lying to them. And we ain't gonna get there by letting them slide. We ain't gonna get there by not having time for them. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get there by leaving them in other people's hands without telling them the nature of those people. We're not gonna get there by not providing positive examples. But I mean, with these children, I mean, they're like, it's like what I say with the seed, is like they're the metaphor as well, you know what I'm saying? And when you put them up to nature and you put them in natural situations, they bloom, you know what I'm saying? It's like, like my daughter, she got a collection of rocks, of pet rocks on her windowsill, and it centered her, her room ain't as messy now because she has she's grounding herself by contemplating the rocks, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My 3-year-old son, he contemplates the rock. He has pet rocks, my 3-year-old. So those things, you know what I mean? You know what I would do? I would change the whole thing, because the other kids just obeying you, but those 2 kids is probably saying what they feel inside, not afraid to hide it. You know? So they really actually they're the voice of the class. So first thing I would do, make a big circle. You know, make sense of that daggone square, like this is the way we're supposed to learn, you know? It's their opportunity to lie to these children, and you have those 2 that's touched, and and they can't describe what it is, they can't articulate what it is, but if you're there, you can support them in identifying the trait that they're not going to take the lie. They're rejecting the lie with their whole body, and they're talking back, and they just can't sit down. That's the angels. That's prime real estate. You know, the Prussian agenda ain't sticking to them. What a privilege. They in your class. They rolling with you. You know, and it's our job not to take it personal, because it's hard. Because, you know, you get up every day, you get ready, you know. You get up, you know, and you look in the mirror like, I'm going to give my best. Despite the circumstances, I went to school to study and do to do something a little different than this. I'm in a transition period right now, you know what I'm saying? Because best case scenario is your school. You know? But it's like, you know, everything's steps. It's transitions, experience, paying dues, you know, different things. And somebody got to be in there. Somebody of conscience got to be in there. So what I would do, if there was some kids tripping, I'd ask them, what is it that they interested in? What's wrong? I wouldn't be like, what's wrong with you? I'd say, what's wrong? What's wrong? You know, we get in a circle and be like, man, yo, first of all, I feel the way you feel. I'd identify with the kid like when I feel the way they are, because you know what? I'm like that kid. I'm more like that kid than the one that sits and behaves in class. You know, I'm loud. You know, I'm that kid. I've been that kid. When they was doing the Pledge of Allegiance, I had my back turned like I ain't doing no Pledge of Allegiance. You know what I'm saying? And this talking about singing, I'm proud to be American. Write in your journal why you proud. I'm proud to be African. Close. Could you tell us more why? Nah, cause I don't feel like it. I just want you to know I'm not an American. I don't feel like I'm an American. You know, the American you guys are talking about, that's not who I am. You know, so I was that kid in class that it wasn't hitting on me. They talking about Columbus. I said, no, he did not. You know, and I was, you know, very frustrated. I get sent to the office because I'm saying like, I'm in 3rd grade though. They don't want to hear my mouth because my voice is higher. You know, my voice is higher. So they don't want to hear my mouth. So I had to remember that kind of stuff, you know? Like with my daughter, I had to remember that just because her voice is high and sound like it's whining. But those are genuine processes going on up here, you know? I ain't got to wipe her booty no more, yo. Like she's coming into her own person. And I have to value that. I have to value that these people just got through learning how to go to the potty, like for real. So like what I would do is that I would contemplate a different way, and I would try to see the similarities, how me and that kid are alike, and bring the things that make me anxious like that kid. Where am I like that kid when I'm standing up and I know I have full right to stand up doing that? And I'd bring those issues to the kids. It's a call for help. It's a call for help. It's a call for help. You know, like what's going on right now, it's a call for help, man, because they feel like, it's like, man, my daughter, like, you know what I mean? Like our daughter, Deli's daughter, you know what I'm saying? That's my girl, you know? But I feel like, you know, I think that it's a call for help, you know? That like just like high school kids is just doing it, like, and it's just like a wave of it, you know what I'm saying? And I really think that it's like, the first thing is, how can I say this? When I'm in Vegas, if I say to a sister, man, that's a bad girl, you know you working that bad, you know, because she look like she having a hard day. Now I get to look like, why you all up in mine? Sisterhood, you know? I see it as a blatant propaganda to eliminate a sense of sisterhood, because it's prematurely. Now it's different when somebody else is like they're a balanced person, and that's just what it is. I can't speak on that, you know? I grew up in the church with gay marriages for like the 25 years married, getting gay, you know? So I've seen all types of different people, but what you're talking about with the youth, that's something different, you know? And I think it's a call for help, because validating yourself with sexuality is like, that's not knowing yourself, you know what I'm saying? So like, even like in heterosexual relationships early, you know what I'm saying? Like I had the misfortune of going through that stuff early, you know, and I didn't need to be I didn't need to be even concerned with that. I need to be building on who it is I am, you know? I need to be building on like the chromosomes and stuff, building on like absorbing sunshine, building on the elements on the trees and stuff. That's what I need to be building on, you know? But unfortunately, my parents had to work a lot, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't have all that type of time to guide me every single minute, you know? And that's what it is. People are working harder and harder for less and less money, you know? When you want to really take it there, you know what I'm saying? People working harder for less money. Now girls trying to be mothers to each other. You know what I'm saying? Cause they ain't got no mama. Cause they mama working graveyard shifts. You know? For no money when they supposed to be at home. You know? It's a call for help. It's a call to be at home. We all out, and everybody's out. You know? Everybody's like, I'm working here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Be home. If you ain't emanated, if it ain't coming to you, and you got to do that, man, I want to be home now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be gone. Like on the real tip, it's an honor when I come out here and play. When we come out here and play these gigs and stuff, it's an honor, you know. But I'm thinking about my 15-year-old son, man, right now, you know. And I'm thinking about how could it be that having a father like Dudley, mama like me, we are no nonsense. You know what we saying in our shows and stuff. But he's under the impression that it is cool to disrespect the females in turn disrespecting himself, you know, because that is what is propagated. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna name no names this time because it's too many, you know. But what is on the popular agenda right now that is marketed straight to children is a vibration and a frequency that is pure evil. You know, I'ma say it, you know, because I'm down with the you know, the things that come through me, the celestial guardians and stuff like that. They don't approve of that. They do not approve of that. You know, they don't approve of that. They don't approve of loveless copulation, you know? They don't approve of copulation that doesn't create more life. They don't, you know? It's beyond me, but they don't approve of it, you know? So, I mean, it's like, it is what it is. Everybody's on the same path. Everyone's on the same path. It's like a circle, you know. So you have to go through these different things to get to a certain place, you know. But I think accepting somebody from the heart, that's our prerequisite anyway, you know what I'm saying? No matter what their walk is, you know what I'm saying? It's not my job when I see these girls going astray to shun them. It's not my job, you know. The Celestials don't approve of people judging other people, you know. They don't approve of that, you know what I mean? Even though they don't approve of copulation that bears no fruit, you know. But they don't approve of people to hate each other, you know. That ain't the flow, you know what I'm saying? The flow is to create relationships in your life that are so real and so solid that people see why it makes sense, you know. And to create such a union in your life where people can be inspired and understand so that your seeds, when they grow up, are the product of something that's just so throw down special, and they grow up so throw down special, you know. That's what it is, you know. Cause for real, it's like nation building is key, no joke.